Hello,
everybody.
People. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Happy New Year to all of you.
Yes.
I cherish
miss you
viewers.
so much. You
It's
have
been a
no
while.
idea.
How are you doing? How is the year started for you?
Yeah.
We know this year comes with its own different aura, different expectations, different achievements, and different things that we are all looking out for in this year. And we are hoping that this year will be good. Is that not so?
Exactly. So, from us to you, a happy new year once again to you all. And then you are welcome to the Clauman Show 2024.
It is another episode that's going to blow your mind. Yes. I mean, what's your expectations for this year?
To be honest, this year, like everybody has been saying, no gree, oh, no gree. Like, Charlie, this year we are sparkling with a lot of, energy, a lot of vim, a lot of positivity. Like, Charlie, let me also hear from you what your expectations are this year, because like everybody is saying, this year is actually going to be a good one.
Yeah.
That is the feeling we are going with, and so shall it be for us.
Yeah, I mean, and even as Christians, we don't deal with our worldly economies. Yeah. We deal with the God economy, the heaven economy. So when things are bad, we say things are good.
Exactly, with faith.
Yeah. So, we know last year wasn't as a lot of people expected because of the economic situation that the country was drawn into. And things moved a little. But for me, last year was good because I was able to stage at the National Theatre twice. And for me, that was a huge achievement. It's not something that I preconceived. I thought of it though, but it's not something that was easily, like, it wasn't part of my New Year resolutions actually. But I did them, and it came at a cost that I'm so happy I paid. Yeah. Not like monetary cost, but cost as in, cost of everything. Yeah. It will cost you something to gain something.
The sacrifice.
Always, you have to sacrifice something for something.
Exactly.
Sacrifice.
So today, we are talking about how to make the best out of this year, 2024, and all the other subsequent years which are coming as well.
So before we dive into what we are coming to talk about today, as everybody is expecting to succeed in this year, let's go for a new intro. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I'm still Emmanuel Abe, and she is
Claudia Haig.
So the Clauman Show. And today we are saying these are some of the things you can do that can make this year work out best for you. Now, we are in a new year. The first thing is to let go of anything that you hold from last year. 2023 is past.
Leave it behind.
Like, it's gone. It is never coming back again. There's no year that's ever going to be called 2023. It won't happen unless you are dreaming. And even in your dreams, I don't know. If you see a calendar in your dream that has 2023 on it, please tear it. People have a way of always thinking about what didn't go right in their life. And they forget what went right. So they brood over the negative things. And that prevents you from going forward. So instead of you to forge forward, instead of you to look for a way out to get the best out of your moment, you think about what didn't go well yesterday. And it makes you, it draws you in, and then it keeps you there. It keeps you in a container. So you can't go out of that container to explore what the year has for you. And trust you me, no matter what anybody will say, no matter what any prophet will say, any evangelist, any seer, whether when they say this year will be bad, tell yourself this year will be good.
And it will
Mind
happen
you,
for you.
They said last year was bad, and last year was crazy. But people were buying stuff. They were buying things that were
building houses, building companies.
It will shock you.
Yeah.
So don't, as they said, no grief for anybody. Your prophet tells you this year will be bad for you. No grief for him.
Yeah.
Tell him, Papa, this year will be good.
And it will be so.
And it will be so for you.
Because there's power in the mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
And one thing I realize is when we dwell on those negative things from our past, it makes us ungrateful as human beings. And when you're ungrateful, do you know what that means? You are blocking every chance and every blessing of yours that is coming to you. And one thing it also does to you is that it makes you unhappy. So if you want to be happy this year, practice more of, gratitude stuff. Be grateful for what is happening in your life. Be grateful for what has happened. And mind you, if those things had not happened, probably you wouldn't be where you are, and you wouldn't be who you are.
It builds experience around you.
It's
so
happening for your good.
Let's go off every negativity that happened. Last year is gone. If you were disappointed, if somebody promised you something and it didn't happen, if you were supposed to do something and it didn't happen, if you were even supposed to get married and you didn't come on, and your boyfriend, your girlfriend left you, your boyfriend left you, your husband left you, your wife left you, whatever that happened, you're doing something, your friends didn't support you. It happens every time. So it shouldn't be new. Like, don't be centered around that. And when you do that, when you let go, you get a fresh energy to move into the year.
Exactly.
And you can achieve a lot more in the year.
That's good. Yes. And one other thing we'd also want to talk about is you learning to be a decisive person. Yes. Never be an indecisive person, because if you are indecisive, people are going to make the decisions for you, and you are not going to like it, because those decisions were not made by you. They are not decisions that are even going to help you, let's even make you a happy person. So learn to be decisive this year, and there are subsequent years coming, and I bet you have control over your life, and things will go the way you want them to be.
One thing about life is, everybody around you seems to know what you like.
I know, right?
Yeah, everybody thinks they know what you like. So they now tend to make decisions for you. But when they realize you are in control of your life, you make decisions that work in your life.
And decisions that best suit you as the person.
When they see that you know what you want, they barely make decisions for you, because they see you to be capable of handling your own situations. But when it looks like you're just living anyhow, waiting for anything to happen to you, that is when people tend to suggest and make decisions. Sometimes they don't even suggest, they impose it on you.
But mind you, in as much as we are saying don't let people make decisions for you as an individual, you also have to be considerate at some point in time, because some advices may come in which will add up onto the decisions you are making, which is very good, So just be open-minded. When they come, receive them. But you, the individual, know what is best for you as the individual. Know what you like and what you don't like. So when that happens, you'll be able to sieve out the ones that are good for you and the ones which aren't good for you. And then you work with them, basically.
So as you are the final storyteller of your life, after learning to be decisive, you quickly now decide on the goal you want to achieve in the year, or what you want to achieve in the year. It's something I've done for some time now, and sometimes it's not every goal that you might get your hands on, you might be able to do in the year, but there are certain ones that you will be able to do them if you discipline yourself that well enough. So learn to set a goal, learn to get something that you carry with. Some people have New Year resolutions. Somebody will write, I want to buy 4 cars this year. I want to build 4 mansions this year. Mind you, the person might have the money to do that. Or is looking at maybe his business or her business bringing in that money to do that. But set a goal that you can be smart about your goal.
Realistic goals, please.
You should set a goal that is
wrong with
smart.
Also dreaming big.
Dream big, but that's why we have short-term goal, medium-term goal, and then long-term goal. So let your big dreams be your long-term goals, and your immediate dreams be your short-term goals. Now, one thing in life is, if you are able to win small now, it builds momentum for a bigger win tomorrow.
Exactly.
So learn to accumulate small wins, and then build the momentum, and then it gets you up to the level where you can easily get the bigger goal done. Now, if you want to build a house, I know first you need a land. Now, you can't say you want to build 7-story buildings and you have no idea as to how to even get money to even. I'm not saying you should have that money in your account. People have built skyscrapers and not even a person from them was in there. But you should know how to gather the funds. You should know how to gather your things. Yeah, so do things within your reach first. Then you explore those that are out of your reach. And with that, you not be too disappointed because you have built the victories, the smaller victories around yourself. So you tell yourself, oh, we have been able to do this. And you let that console you. Yeah, so build around you smaller victories and then use that as a stepping stone to get the bigger ones, the bigger dreams. Everybody has, they have something called big audacious goals. Things that in your mind, you know it cannot happen.
Yeah, dreaming big.
Yeah, in your mind, you know
so
this will be very difficult to happen.
Yeah.
But you build smaller goals. And before you know, 5-10 years, bam, you are there. So decide on which goal you want to achieve this year.
Very important.
And get it sorted out.
Very important. As we are building goals, let's not forget the word discipline. Please, if you really want to go far this year, inculcate discipline in your daily activities. This is because discipline is more important than motivation. People can even motivate you to do something, but if you're not disciplined enough to wake up, let's take the AFCON for example. You know, our players are, participating in the AFCON this year, and we are giving them all the motivation they need. Social media, all the TV stations, presidents, individuals, motivating them, cheering them on, go Ghana, go Ghana. And then here's the case, it's time for you to train and you are not disciplined enough to get up from bed because probably the weather is cold, it's chilled out there, and you feel, oh, let me just lie down the next 10 minutes. Because sometimes it happens to everybody. And this is like, let's make this practical in our everyday life. Because sometimes I want to wake up at this particular time because maybe I have somewhere to go, I have things to do, and then it's time. Maybe because you didn't sleep early. You now, snooze your alarm to the next 10 minutes. You keep doing them before you realize 1 hour is gone. And it's so surprising how that 1 hour could have made a difference in your day. So please, it's so important that you inculcate discipline in your daily activity this year. That is the only way you can make a change. That is the only way you can transform yourself by waking up at that set time you said that you were going to do, wake up, to train, to go to work, to bathe, to clean, to do this, to do so many other things. If you have discipline, that is what is going to give you the end results, because that is what is even making you put in that action in the first place. Motivation doesn't, but discipline does, and that is what is going to end you well.
Step to make the best out of this year is never to compare yourself with anybody. You focus and know that it is you in your game. It is you in your game. People tend to. We have a whole video on comparison. We'll put the link in the.
Please check it out.
We have another video on setting goals. So we put all those links in the description. And then you can explore further. It's good to learn. You keep learning every day. So
very, very important.
You get avenue to learn. Please do that. So please focus this year. Focus. Don't go about saying your friend has done this. Why haven't you done this? Your friend is doing this. Are you your friend, my sister, my brother? You are not a friend. And the moment you compare yourself to somebody, you belittle the progress in your life. You cancel the progress in your life because now the person becomes, whoever you are comparing yourself to, becomes the hallmark or the standard.
So if you're not able to, bridge the gap or get to where he or she is, you now break down because you feel you're a failure. You get it? And that doesn't encourage or motivate you to even move on in life.
So focus on the goal you set. Just focus. If you've made up your mind to maybe further your education this year, let that be your focus too. If you've made up your mind to start a new business, let that be your main goal. If you've made up your mind to venture into a new space, a new career, a new whatever you want to do. If you want to buy something, if you want to get married, if you want to start a new relationship, you just focus, lay out your plans, plan your life and focus. Plan your life and focus on the plan. Don't let any distraction, clear yourself of any distraction that might come in.
And that includes social media as well. Please don't believe everything you see on social media. Yes, some are being staged. Some may be true though, you know, but most of the time we end up comparing ourselves to some women we see, you know, in the music industry, in, you know, acting industry, so on and so forth. That's the movie industry. And then we feel, oh, this person is this age and I'm this age, so that means I'm far behind. You know, no, we're all running our own race. So just focus on yourself. And even if you want to compare yourself, okay, there are some healthy ones that you can do, but practice the more healthy ones and also compare yourself with yourself, not with other people. Because when you do that, you grow as an individual. And as we are talking about this, one other thing we also want you to consider is reinvent yourself as a person. Yes. So reinvent yourself, Emmanuel. Reinvent yourself, Claudia. Reinvent yourself. You, the person watching me. Yes, reinvent yourself. In the sense that when you reinvent yourself, you give yourself like a new branding. You know, like you're renewing yourself, like
renew your mind and everything that has to do with you. You don't go with the old you and the old way of doing
things.
You do.
No. Reinvent yourself. Probably before you were the type who would just dash out of your house without ironing. And this year, dare to be different. Let people see that physically on you. You know, it even makes them respect you more. It gives and it makes them see you differently. Because when you start doing that, you start reinventing yourself by doing things differently prior to what you used to do, you know, last year. The change is so significant that people will start treating you differently. They give you that accord and that respect that you need. That includes your dressing, you know, as a man, as a woman. We have another one too on grooming, so kindly check it out. We shared 1 or 2 things in there which we believe will really help you, you know. So reinvent your look, reinvent your mind. Be reading more books, know more stuff. When you get to places, it will help you when people are contributing to stuff. Even in church, every organization, conferences, you'll be able to make your own input, or even the group you find yourself, because you have read and you have broadened the knowledge you have in there.
That's so true.
So please do that.
So
and then I believe
this year, if you've not read any book before, this year, but to reinvent yourself, try reading a book. I was reading this book, Acres of Diamonds, and that book is a jewel. Like you should all get to read that book. It's powerful. It tells you that wherever you are, you can succeed there, and ways that people see things differently. When you reinvent yourself, you'll be able to also see things differently. Then you can make some strides. Now, as our final point for this section, that doesn't mean these are the only things. They are inexhaustive. So if you have an idea, you can also put it in there.
We would love to hear from you. So please comment in the comment section.
Just know that this year, no matter what happens, take responsibility for your actions. The year of blaming yourself was the year of blaming others was last year. This year, whenever something happens to you, make sure that it is you in the center, so you take responsibility for that. Don't leave it to, don't say, oh, this person did what. Whenever something happens, look at where you fell and then own that decision, own that, and see how you can improve on that. Because if you do that, that is when you can realize your mistakes. Because whenever you blame somebody, anytime you blame somebody, you take the pressure off you, not knowing you are even part of. Whenever something happens to you, you check well. You are inside there, like you play the part.
Is, if you keep on blaming other people, you don't see the mistake and your fault, which also contributed to that situation. So learn to take responsibilities for your actions. when you do that, it really helps you.
Yeah, learn to take decisions for yourself. And then when something happens, when it goes off, take responsibility. You are responsible for your life.
You are responsible because at the end of the day, know that you also contributed to it by allowing those things or those people to do whatever that they did to you because you allowed it. Yeah, so take responsibility. If you hadn't allowed it in the first place, they wouldn't have also gotten the vim, you know, to go ahead and do whatever they did. So please learn to take responsibilities for every action that you make.
Yeah, so today we'll leave you with this.
Yeah.
Know that your life is in your hands. Don't listen. Your life your life is in your hands. Whether you succeed or not is not based on somebody. I learned that quite early in my life, and it has really helped me because now I take decisions knowing that I am at the center of everything. If it fails, I have failed. Exactly. If it works, if it will work, it means I have worked. So push your life forward, move your life up. And this year, let's grow together. Let's do some wonderful things together. If you've not taken certain drastic decisions and risk something. Don't just be there and start a business. If it fails, you've learned. You might lose some money, yes, but you will learn how not to do that business.
Exactly. And don't give up.
And then find another way to succeed.
No matter what you're doing, don't give up. If it is looking for a job, don't give up. It is, finding a new home, don't give up. It is, like he's saying, starting a new business, don't give up. Maybe starting your life afresh, don't give up. Like we said, with discipline, you can achieve this and any other thing that you want to do. So please, on this note, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please kindly do so.
What are you waiting for?
Like, subscribe right now. Yes, right now. Don't skip. Like, subscribe, like it, and then comment in the comment section. And also share to your loved ones.
Yeah. So we'll be happy to hear from you. Yeah. If you have any idea, just share with us. Still Emmanuel Abbey
and I'm Judith Claudia Higa.
Thank you for watching us, and we'll meet some other time. Bye-bye.